Another day, another Zombies Chronicle map. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Laggin, and today we're going to be looking at Shangri La Remastered, one of the 8 remastered maps in the upcoming Zombies Chronicles, available May 16th on the PlayStation 4 first, and then about a month later on the Xbox One and the PC. Well, even though the map looks terrific remastered, and I mean terrific, it is gorgeous, guys. The lighting, the textures, the sound, everything about it just looks great. Some things never change. I still suck at Shangri La. It's one of my least favorite maps in all of the franchise. I've been very vocal about this over the years. However, I will say, playing with some friends at the capture event, it wasn't as bad as it normally is. Because normally I play this map solo, and for the life of me, I just cannot play it solo. So playing with the guys, we actually got pretty far in the Easter egg. In fact, we got to the last step. And we kept dying. So we didn't complete the Easter egg at the capture event, but we still got to look at the map and play with all of its features. So I'll go over some of the features with you guys so you know what's changed and what hasn't. So of course, one of the biggest additions to Shangri La Remastered is the addition of Gobblegum. The more I start thinking about Gobblegum in these classic maps, the more I'm starting to like it and become open to it. Definitely going to be helpful in doing some of these Easter eggs from Black Ops 1. They can be pretty tough, but with the addition of specific Gobblegums, you're going to be able to do these a lot easier. Another big change on the map is the addition of the Wonder Fizz machine, of course allowing you to get random perks for 1,500 points. Now when you use specific Gobblegum with the Wonder Fizz machine, you can now get a ton of perks on the map, and because this map is so difficult for me, I figured that would be pretty helpful to use those two together and get me some extra perk slots and get all the perks, and maybe, just maybe, I could finally do good at Shangri La. A lot of people are going to be happy to know that the JGB215, aka the Shrink Ray, aka the Baby Maker, is back as this map's exclusive wonder weapon. It looks great, still does the same exact stuff. It shrinks the zombies down to small baby form, and then you can just kick them. It's hilarious. Probably one of the funniest. It is definitely the funniest wonder weapon in all of Call of Duty. So when you spawn in the map, the perks still randomize their location all over the map, so you never quite know where Jug is, or Speed Cola, or whatever you're looking for until, well, you start looking. And speaking of the perk machines, of course, this means we have to talk about PhD Flopper once again not being included in the remastered maps for Zombies Chronicles. Now this is the same all across the board. Every map that had a PhD Flopper machine is now replaced with Widow's Wine. So, you know, it's not the worst case scenario, but I feel you dudes that are upset about PhD Flopper. For whatever reason, it just couldn't be put in the map. If you guys that like activating the Easter egg song, you still go around and you collect the 3 meteor pieces and the Easter egg song will play. It's unclear if there's any other little small Easter eggs yet. Nobody really discovered much at the capture event. There are a couple of additional Easter eggs that I can confirm on some of these maps, like the Space Dog Bull on Moon. That was really cool that Jason Blundell added that in, but that's just more of a visual Easter egg, something that you can just stumble across. You don't have to press any buttons or use a specific gun pack-a-punch to shoot at a specific object outside of the map on an upcoming map in Zombie Chronicles. Hint. For upcoming content, a new Easter egg has been discovered. Turning on the power is the same. There's the dual power switches that activates the water flow throughout the map, which of course generates the electricity for Shangri La. Pressure plates are located around the map that you and your teammates would stand on to activate the stairs to come down so you can go up and get pack-a-punch. And of course, if you stay up there for too long, you will get pushed off by a waterfall, so that's the same. Some of the guns on the map include the Ray Gun Mark II, the Galil, the regular ray gun, monkey bombs are back, and the FAMAS, but of course it's in the Black Ops 3 form as the FFAR. And I think the M16's on the map as well. Shrieker zombies make a return, which are the zombies that can distort your screen. They're faster than the other zombies, and they shriek at you. And when they do that, it distorts the screen so you can't really see what's going on. They're very easy to kill. They're not a big deal. And of course, the big bad boy, the Napalm Zombie, has made a return. I think he looks a lot better in the remastered version. They seem to have toned him down so you can get a little more detail when you're looking at him, which I think goes a long way. So the Napalm Zombie is back, and I'm going to talk about him a little bit later while we're discussing things. So the Space Monkeys are here, just like in Ascension, except this time, I don't even know if they're Space Monkeys really, but the monkeys are here. Just like in Ascension, they kind of are annoying. They come out to steal your power drops, and if you're new to Shangri La, this is a pretty cool feature. So you get a power drop from a zombie, and if it's sitting there on the ground, the monkeys will come up and take it. And once the monkey takes it, you'll see the power drop hovering over the monkey's back. Now, while it's hovering over the monkey's back, it's actually changing every couple of seconds to a new power drop. And if you see like double points and you time your shot right, you kill the monkey, it stops on double points. You may have just turned a nuke into double points. So what was really cool back in the original is if you time it just right for a split second, there's actually a free Perca-Cola. And if you time it right, you can get a free Perca-Cola. So you could turn something like Carpenter into a Perca-Cola, which of course ignores the 4 perk slot maximum, and you can get a 5th perk that way on the map. Very hard to do, and I was not able to confirm if this is still doable in Zombie Chronicles, but I'm absolutely sure that it's gonna be. It would just be weird for it not to be in here. Some of the funner features on the map, the geysers, you could stand on geysers and shoot up to different locations throughout the map. That's still a thing. The water slide, which is very cool, is still a thing. And of course, the minecart is absolutely still on the map. Now, the Easter egg is done exactly the same way as it was before. No change there so far in any of the maps that we've shown from early capture, except for one small feature has been changed with this Easter egg. One step is done a little differently because there are no SPIKEMOREs on Shangri La anymore. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm a little disappointed about the no SPIKEMOREs. I'm a huge fan of Claymores from Black Ops and Black Ops 2, and the SPIKEMOREs were very unique looking, and they were just cool. They were exclusive to the map, as exclusive as the Baby Maker, if you ask me. So I was disappointed when I found out that there are no SPIKEMOREs. And of course, one of the Easter egg steps require you to use the SPIKEMOREs in the original version. Well, they've been replaced with trip mines, and you can still do that exact step, but with the trip mines instead of the SPIKEMOREs. So, I mean, it works the same way. The holes in the tunnel get plugged up with the trip mines as opposed to getting plugged up with the spikes from the SPIKEMORE. But, you know, it is what it is. We don't have SPIKEMOREs. I'm not going to cry about it. I'm slightly disappointed. I thought they looked cool. They were pretty cool. That's basically it for the map. Like I said, I think it looks absolutely beautiful. It still plays the exact same way, which is bad news for your boy Lagoon over here. But we'll definitely be doing some live streams of Shangri La when Zombie Chronicles. It's weird, right? So it's Zombies Chronicles, but I always want to say Zombie Chronicles. It just sounds better when you say Zombie Chronicles. But Zombies Chronicles, when it releases, will definitely be hitting up some Shangri La. We don't know much about the story of Shangri La either. There's clearly, you know, there's radios on the map that tell you about Brock and Gary while they're there, but there's not a whole lot of backstory, including the Zombies Chronicle timeline poster that we have now, that kind of tells you a lot of missing pieces of the story. So I'll give you what I can about the map, but like I said, there's not a ton of information about it. We know that Richtofen and Schuster were building teleporters, and Richtofen was so confident that his teleporters were absolutely working that he even volunteered himself to be teleported. So he teleported himself, and he ended up on the moon, of all places, where he found the MPD. Now, the MPD was hidden up there by the Apothicons, and it was later on that Richtofen decided they would go ahead and build Griffin Station around the MPD. But while he was up there examining the MPD, he was electrocuted and started hearing voices of corruption, including the Shadow Man's voice, and then the device teleported him to, guess where, guys? Shangri La. Now, this is Richtofen's first time in Shangri La, and the natives there started worshiping him and even built him an altar in his name. Now, Richtofen encounters the focusing stone for the very first time here in Shangri La. What I don't understand is why didn't he take the focusing stone? He needs it for his grand scheme, but I guess we'll get to that later. Because enter Brock and dumbass Gary. I don't even know what they were thinking. They're explorers that discovered Shangri La. Now, it's a little unclear, but I think they discovered Shangri La by accident when their plane crashed because of a rift in time and space continuum. When the other crew went to Grad Karovi, it made their plane crash because of a crazy electrical storm, and then I think maybe they discovered Shangri La that way. But they were trapped once they got to Shangri La. They actually got trapped accidentally during an eclipse in a time loop, and they just remained in that loop. until the crew comes to Shangri La, and with the help of Brock and Gary, they're able to complete the Easter egg and acquire the focusing stone, which Richtofen already saw when he was here for the first time. So I don't get it exactly, but we do know that later on Richtofen uses the focusing stone to complete his grand scheme on the moon, where he switches his bodies with Samantha. So Shangri-La and Moon tie in nicely together. But just like I said, not a whole lot of information on that. This is a look at Shangri-La. My dudes, I want to thank you guys for coming by, checking out the video today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like on it, guys. Subscribe if you are new. We're only halfway through Zombies Chronicles early access footage, so we've got 4 more maps to show you guys right here on the channel. So definitely make sure you hit that notification bell. And as always, it's been your boy Laggin24, and I will see you next time.
Who wants some of this?